Hi guys, it's me, Emily Vaughn, and today I'm going to present to you a video tutorial on how to improve your art. For those methods, I'm going to be using the traditional paper, pencil, on paper method, and then I'm also going to be doing digital. It's going to be very diverse in what I'm about to show you. And hopefully you can take away something from the tutorials I'm about to present to you. And if not, that's okay too. I hope I'm pretty entertaining otherwise. Alright, without further ado, let's start the tutorials. Line depth really matters. But you see, with this, we're going to want to make certain parts of it just like a little bit thicker so it brings attention to what we want more so. For like the eyes, I really want to draw attention to eyes, so I'm going to draw a little bit thicker line art. Add this too, and right here by the corners, I also really like, and I like the look of like in-depth corners because it helps with like shading when you go to shade later. So yeah, basically just the idea of this is you just want to make certain parts just a little bit thicker. So you want to have line variation, you want to have some skinnier lines, you want to have some thicker lines with this. And it just gives that more professionalism look and feel to the artwork that you're wanting to do. This can also be applied to digital, traditional, whatever type of medium that involves this kind of line art. If you just play around with the variation and hierarchy, then like you can get various different results that improve your art even just a little bit. So for this one, basically, it's as simple as we need to warm up. Just like an athlete or a musician, they need to warm up in order to meet their full potential. So if we don't warm up, our hands won't be as fluid and as used to what we're trying to do and trying to convey. So a solution to this is just like grabbing your pencil, paper, or anything else of that matter, just for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes, easy as that. And just start creating. I mean, so before we start, we should always just kind of have a little bit of a quick sketch warm up. So that way our brain is ready for a new idea, and that way our hand is also ready for a new sketch idea as well. Alright, so the very next, divide complex things like this pose, for example, into complex shapes. So have you ever tried to draw something complex? Well, we can break it down into different parts to make it easier to understand what's going on. So we have this circle right here. So we can do a circle like that. So the idea here is we're just trying to understand what shapes make for what pose, because then it becomes easier and more actually realistic looking if we can understand the shapes that this potentially can make. So that way we can just get a basis of what we're doing. So we're just gonna figure it out with the most simple shapes that we possibly can. So we're just gonna do something kind of like that. Head's a little small, but hey, that's okay. Legs a little funky. All generic shapes have emotions, so we can think carefully about the shapes that we're using to help determine softness, hardness, roundness, and the sharpness of our work. So by getting the shapes, we will have a base for whatever we are doing, and it just makes the whole process easier, more realistic looking, and just overall just very more fluid than if we were to do this lines. So basically, we want to find shapes within what we're familiar with to make our piece have a more emotion, realistic, and not as stiff. So for my next tip and trick today is make sure to actually get feedback. You know, getting feedback and criticism from those who are professionals or those who are, you know, just in the same area of crafting as art as you. is actually going to be super helpful and beneficial to you. Getting feedback can help you know the things you need to improve on or the things you're not necessarily doing 100% correct. And so it's good to just have another pair of eyes to be able to look at your work and just be able to take a step back and go, hey, you could do this, or in fact, criticism can also help you improve your art. So if those are things, any of those things you're interested in, is it improving, understanding what you're doing wrong, then getting feedback is a good, and also your professors, your teachers, and those also in the same area. Everyone has different opinions and feedback, and so it's good to understand the opinions and feedback of others because it can then help you in the process of learning and growing as an artist. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching my video, tips and tricks on how to improve your art. I hope you guys had something you were able to take away from this, learn something, or was just entertained for a couple minutes. Alright, well, I'll see you folks later. Hope you guys tune in, subscribe, maybe hit the like button, and I'll see you around.